Hi, my name is Sherry Sanders, and I'm a county agricultural agent working in White County as a part of the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. This is Agriculture, and this series is meant to celebrate and promote women working in the field of agriculture in our state. This month's feature is my good friend, Karon Reynolds. She, along with her husband, own and operate Pin Oak Club Lambs. Their operation is located in Faulkner County, and this is her story.
I think our greatest accomplishment at Pin Oak is the kids we've been a part of. I think it's not, when we were showing, it was all about the buckle and all about the ribbon and all about the win. As I've distanced from that a little bit, I have realized that it's not all about the buckle and the ribbon. And I like to win, don't get me wrong, I like to win. But I also see that it's about the time we spent together. It's about raising quality kids. It's about raising kids who become productive members of society, who have learned that hard work is what puts you to that banner and to that backdrop. And consistency is what puts you to that banner and to that backdrop. I think that's probably, watching those kids grow up in the show ring, just like yours did. Watching those kids grow up in the show ring, watching them have a little bit of success, watching them have, those to me are the things that are the most important and our biggest accomplishment. Watching those kids turn around and become ag teachers. Mackenzie Seymour was one of our Pin Oak kids, we call them, and she is now, I see her walking her kids into the show ring, and that just makes me proud. We had just maybe a little bit of a part of her decision to become an ag teacher and her decision to be part of the ag world. So I hope we influence kids that way. I hope we help them that way. Of course, we set goals. I'm all about goal setting with our kids. I think every kid starts the season, I think you write a goal list. If you go to Tori's barn, there's a goal list, and we make it every year. Our kids had a goal list, and we made it every year. Mike and I have a goal list. We make it every year. So there are those physical goals that you want to catch and that you want to win and that you want to meet, but at the same time it's the life goals that we're hopefully having a little part of that is important. I think that is one of the best things that raising your children in a live, and not necessarily in a show world, but in a livestock world. They learn all those hard lessons. They learn about birth, and they learn about death, and they learn about, you work so hard to keep something alive, and sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes you have that heartache of watching them slip away, and people will say, why do you let your kids see that? Well, that's life. And we have to learn those lessons one way or another. I'd rather it be with an animal than Grandpa. Our greatest challenge in Arkansas as a whole, I think, in raising small ruminants is the worm load, is the worm population of these animals. People will say, we just can't keep them alive. Sheep are waiting to die and goats are waiting to die or whatever, and they are, but it's because we're trying to raise 15 head on 1 acre, that same acre that they're on every day of their life, and you can't do that in Arkansas. We're too dry, we're too hot. Worms thrive here, and we have to be able to rotationally graze those animals and get them off a piece of ground and let it recover and let it grow, move them to another one. Let them eat that down. We try not to let anything eat more than like a 6 inch. 6 inches is about, because the worms are born on the ground and grow up. Animals eat them, ingest them, that's where you get that. So I think as a financial thing, that's the hardest thing in Arkansas is keeping your worm load down, which we learned through in our CS, and they helped us do a bunch of cross fencing, and we can now do that rotational grazing. We'll take you out and show you some of that too.